Main event, Dricus Du Plessis, Khamzat Chimaev. Incredible fight. I'm interested in all of them. I went through all of them. I don't know if you guys have seen, I did a breakdown, a real in-depth breakdown of all the fights on the main card. All of them. I know a lot of you probably just came here to the first one. You've seen the headline here. If you want detailed breakdowns and picks, I've got videos for each one on the main card. The Tim Elliott, Kaya Sakura, Jared Cannonier, Michael Venom Page, all separate videos for each one of those. So maybe go look if you want a breakdown of that. And we'll get into a bit there. I end up breaking down some of the fights and styles. So there's some pretty handy little information or things that you can look for just for knowledge. Not only for your picks, but even just knowledge of the game. I was a bit there. But let's get into Dricus Du Plessis, Khamzat Chimaev. Chimaev, heavy favourite. Oh, not heavy favourite, but he's a favourite. $1.45 here at Sportsbet. $1.45, $1.46. Dricus Du Plessis, $2.65. Early sort of navigation. Is that the right word? I don't know if navigation is the right word. Early sort of thoughts on those numbers. I think it should be pretty even numbers. You got the underdog here. I'm probably going to say I might be leading to an underdog here because he's the underdog. You know I like an underdog. And I think we might see problems in them later rounds. And I think that's obvious. It's not like I'm just, where did this come from? A lot of people are going to be thinking this. But I'm going to tell you how good Chimaev is. I don't think people know he's a good grappler and be like, oh, yeah, he's cool. But when it comes to MMA, grappling, wrestling, I could say he would probably be, if you had one round to prove yourself, Chimaev. Hands down, I've got Chimaev. You know, you got Islam's and all that. 5 rounds, I think his style suits better for the longer, 25 minutes or, a 15 minutes. But one 5-minute round, if you had to show me something, no one could show me better than Chimaev. Their skills. I would put Chimaev right up there. I remember watching him do some wrestling with an Olympic wrestler. This guy just won the Olympics. It was like a heavyweight wrestler, the Olympics, just won a gold medal. And it was not long after. So he's in incredible nick. And they're training together, and he was sort of holding his own. And you're like going, oh, yeah. No, I don't think you understand Olympic wrestling, in their prime Olympic wrestling. Just wrestling, though, only wrestling, grappling, no strikes involved. The difference. This guy's still fighting in the Olympics and winning gold medals. And he should be just taking Chimaev down at will. Like, every 30 seconds a new takedown that Chimaev can't stop. He was stopping takedowns. When he was trying to finish the takedowns, Olympic wrestler, he was scrambling, making it hard for him, then stopping takedowns, then sort of reshooting himself and giving the Olympic wrestler problems. It was a proper wrestle. It was, I guarantee you that Olympic wrestler went out of that. Maybe it was just the highlight I seen, and I could be wrong. But I mean, even if that's just a highlight that I seen of that, it didn't go down that's still impressive. Because that shouldn't happen against Olympic wrestler. I'm telling you, that's how good these guys are. That's all they ever do. Oh, and he was a Russian wrestler as well. He does that 24/7 since he come out the womb. I'm telling you. So that this guy, and he's in his prime, physical prime, winning Olympic medals, coming off the Olympics. And he was able to even do that one scramble that I seen. I'm impressed. I don't think you will see anyone else in the UFC do that with an Olympic wrestler. I'm telling you now. So, is he going to give Dricus Du Plessis problems early? 100%. Big problems. Dricus knows that. What I loved listening to Dricus talk about, Dricus was talking about, is he going to take me down? Yeah, 100%. I almost tried to do the South African accent there. I'm not even going to bother. 100%. He knew it. He's like, yeah, of course. But he's like, but then he's like, yeah, that's all right. But is he going to hold me down? Or how long can he hold me down? Is he going to finish me? No. So he knows And I love that because that's what you need to know. You need to be like, oh, no, I'm going to work so much on my takedown defense and I'm going to tell myself I ain't getting taken down. You're almost setting yourself up for failure because then you know what I mean? What? So are you even doing work on the ground? The fact that Dricus is talking about, yeah, you'll get me down, but can you hold me down? He's putting himself in the worst positions possible. He's scrambling from bad positions with really good guys on top of him and doing endless rounds of it. So he's not going to be flustered there. Just because of what I seen in an interview, and I sort of know enough about Dricus to know he's that guy that'll put the work in. He wouldn't be, again, he's not the most, like myself, we're not the most athletically gifted guys. It's all the other things that's made him a champion. And that's going to be crucial in this fight because he has to weather a storm. And this ain't any storm. This is going to be a wild tornado, hurricanes, storm, big storm. That's what's coming at him. He has to weather it. I think he will. And then later rounds. I mean, we've seen enough. Do you want me to go through? Do I need it? I'll go through it. I don't think I need to go through the videos. But he's going to weather that storm. Let's see some grappling. I wonder if there's some grappling stuff here. I mean, yous have seen it all. We've watched that much stuff of Chimaev. Do I need to do a breakdown? I feel like I can just break this down without even seeing the highlights, right? Because I know so much about him. Boom. Look at that. Off the kick. Seen that. Straight under. Look at all these little... now watch when you're grappling. Watch what I mean. There's little tricks. He's holding this right arm is on his hip, putting a downwards pressure. He's got his... see that leg that's pinching? You could see... I don't know. You could see the screen here. He's got his leg here. So he is sort of sitting on that a little bit, pinching it with his leg there. While he's sitting a little bit, so his hips are putting a bit of pressure on his thigh, while his calf is lifting it up, while he's pinching. He's even got this arm up here on the neck. You know what I mean? Like all these little things, like he's so aware of body mechanics. This is what these guys do so well at. So it's not just, I get a takedown. It's like now, you know, when you talk about a blanket over you. Yeah, you got a blanket, but not only a blanket. Every single lever he has is doing something. You know what I mean? He's manipulating your leg there so you can't get grip to the ground. He's caging your hips now. Your hips don't feel like they're in a position where you can start to build up. Your right elbow, his right arm is pinching his hips into you. He's jamming his arm and like your hips into each other to get you an extra squeeze while pulling you down with that right elbow. Then he's got his left arm up here, bringing you down. Then I'm sure he's going to let it go. I haven't seen it. He's probably let it go, throw nice little punches, go back to it when he feels he needs to get that downwards pressure again. So, look at all these little levers. He's even using his head. Look at his head. That head is... He's using his arm, his right arm over here, his head, to manipulate where his body is, not letting him turn into him. That head stopping him from turning into his cage to get his knee to the mat. See, I'm getting too technical here. But there's so many little key things he's doing here to just make it so hard for you to build up. So hard. A lot of people miss that. Boom, punch, punch, punch. If he goes, grab an arm, all right, all the rest is helping. All right, I better go back or grab the foot under there. I can punch. Head, put his head back on the inside there. Finding shots. And this guy's almost just giving up. He's just like, I can't do nothing. That's the type of grappling. That's all I'm going to show anyway. Yeah, we know. We know he's grappling there. But notice all the little knee pinches he does. Look at his legs here. Look at his legs here. Pinching everything he's doing. Grabbing the hip. Got the finishes. Everything he does there is just... The mechanics behind everything is just so good to watch. I'm a big believer in all that sort of stuff. Big part of my game as well. And you see it there. You see it there. You see him just... That's the type of problems. That's not even wrestling. He will go wrestle like that first round. You do well to stop it. He will go hang on to this, hang on to that, grab something else, grab this, bang, get you down, hang on to you. But them little things with a Dricus, I think Dricus is... All right, he's going to be aware and slowly try and build himself up, knowing that he has to slowly peel off these little grips that I was telling you about. Maybe get hit a bit, but Dricus is tough. Strong enough to slowly take these levers off, start to build up, make Chimaev use his energy. Will he get straight up? Maybe not, but now he has to use energy to make sure he's holding him down. Dricus not losing composure, knowing that this is going to help him later on. That's what I mean. That's the type of fighter Dricus is, and I think he can capitalize on it. I'm hearing Chimaev is in incredible shape, but when you are just 100% powerhouse, you know he's fit. Like, you know how hard, I hear he trains hard as. But, I mean, you just can't, you need to have a balance of, all right, if they're starting, if I'm losing this position, I'll go here. And, like, you need to sort of know how to save energy at the same time. Some people just don't have it. That's why they're so dangerous. So many first-round finishes. But that could be a problem later on. And I think it's going to be a problem later on. I heard Khabib talking about Chimaev. He probably should box. This is how clever Khabib is. A lot of people are like, why would he stand up with Dricus? Just knowing that you try and wrestle, if you don't get the takedown, your gas tank, you've got to worry about your gas tank. Because he believes in Chimaev's boxing, and knowing that he's not going to tire as much if he just boxes. So I see what he's saying there. Will he lose rounds? And I mean, it's just the thing, the instincts, right? Can he just keep it on the feet? I guarantee you, while he's trying to get on the feet, he's going to shoot. The instincts are just going to be there. I don't think he can do that, but I know what he's trying to say. I still believe like you're going to save energy, but you won't be able to, because Chimaev's just going to, in the heat of the moment when he's a scrapping, bang, he's just going to shoot. And then, whether they build back up, boom, gas tank goes down. That's the problems that you're going to get for Chimaev. But again, he's that good that he will get takedowns. He will be a big problem early. But I just think the composure and the commitment and to the craft of the all-round craft, the preparation of, just that sort of composure. And, just the dedication, the preparation, the understanding of, and he's not delusional. He's delusional enough to know that he can beat anyone, but he's not delusional enough to be like, oh, he won't take me down. He knows he's going to he knows he's going to be put in bad positions. So he is already mentally prepared for the 5 rounds. I guarantee you, Chimaev is thinking that, but will his instincts be able to do that? Can he sit back? Can he play it safe? I don't think so. I don't think that's how he works. That's why he's so good to watch. Let's watch a bit of Dricus. Again, you're going to watch this and be like, man, it's not the prettiest. But even though it's awkward, he's safe. He's aware. So he's turning his opponents here, aware of where he needs to be. He's obviously gotten a lot better as well. You're even watching him kick. He's like, what kind of kick is that? He's like making sure he's out of range. A lot of the things he does, even the way he strikes there. Again, when he is striking, a lot of times he's striking because he's getting them on the back foot. Right there, you think, that looks terrible, right? That looks terrible. And I agree. It's not the best looking attack, right? But watch what his opponent's doing. He sees his opponent, or maybe he already got a read that every time I fire, he pulls back and he's on the back foot out of position. All right, I'm going to just chase him down. Knowing that he can't fire there. Yeah, he's going to throw these little check hooks while he's leaning fucking 2 meters behind his legs. It's useless. That they ain't going to do nothing. See what I mean? That awareness, it's very awkward. A lot of people are, I was the same. I was like, man, the good fighters surely can capitalize on it, but he's still good enough to know when to, it's going to be unorthodox, but it's unorthodox with there's strategy behind it. It's calculated. He'll throw out punches out of position, but when he chooses to do that was when in a position where his opponent couldn't fire. You get little things like that. Or he'll chain, he'll kick and then this weird punch will come afterward. People are like, oh, what kind of punch was that? It was to split the timing, change the target. While you're expecting him to go there, base, then fire, he's already put a little awkward 2 and then you're on the back foot. Now he can chase you down, get a takedown or get an extra punch on you. Little things like that. It's calculated. Is a lot of that stuff going to be effective with Chimaev? Maybe not. I think the leg kicks, later rounds, that's all that stuff's going to be effective because he's going to be able to let his hands go a little bit more later. I think you're going to see a lot of kicks. Safe kicks that, won't be too easy to get caught. You might see a bit of, will you see pressure? Maybe, but you'll see a lot of maybe Dricus turning him, maybe a little bit of pressure, forcing the fight, showing Chimaev he's not scared of him and making him fight, making him knowing that he's going to get big reactions, making them big reactions happen so he can get that gas tank. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to see. Now, let's get back here. Sports bet. Dricus $2.65. Chimaev $1.46. All right, so I am going with Dricus. You guys are going to see the first round, maybe even the second. And if you did go with my picks, remember, gamble responsibly. You're going to be like, what's he doing? I went with Volk. There's a good chance Chimaev makes it look easy early. Remember that wild storm that Dricus needs to weather. That's no joke. So it might look like that. Or do we see Dricus already giving problems? If you do, we know we're gonna see bigger problems later on. Or do we see Chimaev change it? Fight for a title, 5-rounder against a tough guy like Dricus. Is he more calculated? Can he be more calculated for 25 minutes? Do we see that Chimaev? I've never seen it, and I don't think I ever will see it. I think he's just a powerhouse, and he's so good at it, he's going to back himself, and that's why he will be dangerous early. Can he get the finish early? Maybe. He could get the finish. I think his best bet is getting that finish early because he will get him down. He might even be able to get him in some chokes. Dricus might be strong enough to get him in positions that he's safe enough to survive and not let, while he's getting like dasses or anacondas and Chimaev's trying to get leg grips to just keep him closer so we can get an even bigger grip to jam his hips in. Is Dricus strong enough to not let him bring his legs in or get himself around them legs to open himself a little bit, even though it's going to be tight? Dricus is composed enough. He's got that grit and determination to get through that strangulation that he's got, that Chimaev's given him, to survive and put him in a safe enough position to get through it and then get out. Now that gas tank's down. You get what I mean? He's a problem solver. Dricus is a problem solver. But Chimaev is that strong and that is, you know what I mean? He could squeeze and that's it, game over. But if there's one little space, if Chimaev's that good at not letting him make space at all and gets a finish, could definitely see it happening. But be sure that Dricus, there's literally no more options at all. You get a lot of people, he's like, oh, obviously, if you get tapped out, there's no options. No, people, there are options that they don't even know about. They just, oh, shit, this is deep. Oh, tap. There's a lot of little things you can do to manipulate position, manipulate their mechanics to give you that little bit of space. Dricus is going to try and find them. Can Chimaev stop that from happening? Maybe. Let's see. But I am going with the underdog. In the co-main event, I went with the underdog. And the main event here with Dricus Du Plessis, I'm going with the underdog. $2.65 here on Sportsbet. Incredible. Incredible fight this one's going to be. I'm interested to see. Like, again, the thing is, just so you guys know, when I'm wrong, say if the fight goes completely different to what I say, I love that. Remember, I'm going from what I've seen. If they can completely change it and show me something I haven't seen, or be, show me something that I wasn't expecting, I love that. Let's see if it happens. That's what's exciting about it. It's exciting even me thinking how it's going to go. That's how I think it's going to be. That excites me. If they are able to change it up and do different things, yes, I love it. Let's see what they do. Let's see if Chimaev changes his game a little bit. Let's see if he goes a Khabib route, what he said. Focus more on the striking so he doesn't gas too early. Or does he go powerhouse and come in aggressive? Let me know what you guys think is going to be his strategy. Can he change it? Or if his game plan is to change it, can his instincts let him do that? I don't know. But there you are. Detailed breakdown of picks. I've got every fight. As I said, if you fast forward through the start of the video, I was telling you that I did every fight on the main card and I broke it down to a T, just like this one. I got some footage of their fights and went over a couple of things. So if you want a detailed breakdown on any of those fights, go and find it on my page. Because right now all my cooking stuff's on the Cooking with Volk page. It's separate to now just my fighting page. So if you want Volkanovski's fight stuff, this is where you find it. If you want his cooking stuff, please go and subscribe to Cooking with Volk. But everything fight specific is going to be on this channel. And now I can really give you what you want. Detailed breakdowns just like that. Just spat everywhere. Sorry. Detailed breakdowns like that for you guys. We taking this all the way. Hope you appreciate it. Give it a like. Subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. Way out, go subscribe to Cooking with Volk. Appreciate you. What's up, guys? Volk here. Hey, if you're liking what you're seeing, make sure you like, subscribe, click on the bell to keep yourself notified. I appreciate every single one of yous.